Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Into the Breach Advanced Edition. We finished up 2 islands. I don't think we should go do the final mission. This is the final mission that we shouldn't do right now. We're doing okay, but we're not in incredible shape. I wouldn't mind getting more like grid defense or something. Let's just head to Tritus. Reclamation Zone. Kill many enemies. Oh, look at all these high reward, high threat things. Not a lot of access to water, it seems. But, I mean, we have to go through one of these hard missions to get to the rest, at least. Which one looks more difficult? This one, I think. This, I really don't like when there's this whole wall of, like, where you can't push them to stop them hitting stuff. This seems a little bit more viable. Alright, let's head in. Okay, so there's this starfish guy who attacks diagonal. It says oblique, sure. We have scarabs. What's a gastropod? Oh, they're the ones who pull the things. And you're boosting everything. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. It's a lot of alphas here. Oh, good, a time pod. I mean, I love time pods. It's just like, that's even more stuff I have to deal with. Oh, that's a nice, really nice Gemini missile here, right? Oh, it's so good. It hurts this thing as well. Oh, I was hoping you would still be standing here, because then this thing, when it got pushed down, would be hitting you. Alas, not so. I mean, this is also a decent Gemini missile, because this guy's kind of awkward to deal with, right? I mean, this looks like a good shot, kind of, right? Push this guy... Doesn't really matter. Oh, you're the wrong mech again. I was thinking of this, right? Push this guy off of all the interesting tiles. And damage him. Oh. You're an alpha, so you're actually hitting this tile as well. So if I push you down, you will kill this thing, which... I mean, I'm not actually so sure the Vec being boosted is bad for us. It's a little bad sometimes. But often, when they're shooting each other, it's pretty cool. So... maybe I just go with, like, with this as it kind of... which looked appealing to begin with. And then... not yet sure what to do about you. Obviously, I can push you with this, but it wouldn't be doing any damage. Maybe it would be better to swap you with something? Not sure. Anyway, this seems good. Because now this thing's dying, which is nice. Gosh, look how mobile I am. I could swap you with this. But then I wouldn't be killing you. I can... so, one thing I can do that I saw was I can go here and then swap with this guy, which seems kind of cool, right? Like, swap these two, so you're the one blocking, and look, it's gonna miss, right? Oh, I can do that. I thought I couldn't, because I would have to stand here to do the swap, and then this would be attacking me. But I can actually stand here to do the swap. And then you'll be standing here, and we'll be standing adjacent to you. Nice. I like that. It also means I can do a little extra damage to this guy. Oh no, I got these two mixed up. You're the pure... God, I don't know why I keep having trouble telling them apart. Okay, well... I could go here. What order does all this happen in? You go first, so we lose the boosting, sadly. Maybe I shouldn't have killed this guy? Because if I put him here... Oh, he destroys the time pod. That's sort of bad. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, wait a minute. No, I keep forgetting this is the wrong mech. I can't get any... If I could get him here, it'd be so good. Well, well, well. I think there might not be anything for it, but to just, like, grab the time pod, get this guy to not do anything this turn. Let's make sure, yeah, I haven't used up anyone else's move. Okay. I mean, I don't see what else I could swap you with that would be good, so... Just gonna have to bide our time on that one. You know what? What if... Oh, I don't want to stand there. I don't want to swap you with anything, surely, right? Yeah. I think we're just doing nothing with this mech. Like, I could swap these two, but I don't want to. I think they are where they want to be. Where do you want to be? Probably here. There's so many alphas! I know this is like a hard mission, but I don't really want that many alphas, if that's okay. Okay, the good news is they're not really doing a lot of attacking. It's just these two, right? You're attacking by 3, you're attacking by like 4. You're doing nothing-ish. So if I could get you to move here, that would be... No, you would just be attacking the space where you were. Oh, no, no, no. You're attacking forward by 2. So if I put you here, you'd be killing this thing. And you would be going first, for what it's worth. So what if I send a mech in here? Get in some damage like this. Oh, that kills this thing! Right. Then what? Then I could lob a bomb in the middle, if I wanted. Killing the top guy, and then maybe swap you and you? Seems okay. And if I do that swap, it doesn't matter that I'm standing here where, like, 3 things are attacking me, because none of them will be. You'll be dead, you'll be here, and you'll be here. Yeah, so I think just stay right where you are. Actually, I like this spot a little bit better. Tiny bit more flexible. Right, and then you were going to swap these two. Where should you stand when you do it? Here seems pretty good. Oh, it has to be. It just had to be something that can jump and doesn't matter that it doesn't care that it's blocked in, huh? All right, at least it only has 1 health. Oof, that's a nasty shot. Fortunately, you're doing nothing. All right, blocking spawns is really good right now. You only have 2 health left. Alright, so what I think I want to do is get to, like, here. So I can shoot this thing. Oh, I thought I could get to here and make you block a spawn for me. I guess not. Okay. So, I'll just wait here then. And then we just have these two to deal with, which hopefully won't be too bad. Great, you're not doing anything? You're not too hard to deal with. In fact, no, this guy's going first. I was thinking maybe I could have you kill your friend, but it seems not. I mean, there's a million ways to not take any damage here. The question is just, like, how can I manage to kill something? Preferably in a way that someone other than Morgan gets the kill, which is every time, because right now she can't use her missiles. And like, it looks sort of appealing. I don't know if it's right, but to swap... Oh, no, I can't swap with yourself. That's right. I was trying to get this guy to hook his friend for 3, which is most of the damage we would need. Well, you know what we can hook is... What we can swap with is a bomb. And this goes second. So I could, like... Ah, no. The bomb has to be along the E-file if I want it to be able to move after... Well... Wait a minute. I guess you're not really doing anything, right? Why don't you just stand there and be a swap target? Like that. Why is it saying... Why is it saying it would kill me? It should only hurt the enemy, right? Huh? But it clearly shows it losing a health. Being dead. Why? Does this mech have some relevant ability? No? Oh wait, it's you, right? You just became a popular hero. Oh, I would love to sell you. Oh, it's because you're currently losing 1 health, I think. No, that's... Oh, because you're on fire. No, you're not on fire. So if I do this, you do not show as losing health. If I do this, you don't seem to show as losing health. If I do this, you do. I think this is a bug in hopefully just the way it displays previews. But look, it doesn't think it's damaging... Or wait, am I confused about which of these enemies is who's who? No, you're the one with 1 health. You're the one with 3. Because this is... It's incorrectly computing which one of them has taken damage, I think. Anyway, we have a reset available. I think. So we can... Oh, I need to kill another enemy. Good thing I'm focusing so hard on killing this guy, huh? I didn't even remember this part. So if I put you over here, and then swap you, then this guy is taking 3 damage and being pulled down here. Yeah, let's give this a try. It did correctly not damage my mech. Great. And it did damage this thing, so I assume they'll have that sorted out eventually. I don't even know how I would report a bug. I guess you may as well repair. Oh, I should have repaired before trying that if he wasn't going to do anything. That counts as killing an enemy, right? Good. All right. And you've been promoted. You're a pocket... Oh, we got the time pot as well. Jeez. An airstrike. 1 damage anywhere. Well, okay. It's not, like, bad. Right? It's free. It costs no power. You can put it on anything. I'm happy to take it. Probably give it to you, because you sometimes have nothing better to do. And that mission made me very much not appreciate the extra health and really want the extra move, so we're swapping there. And I have a power core. I could put even more uses on the Gemini missile. I don't know how great that is. Or I could try making more bombs. Unpower all of this. Not yet, until I get like... I want the Gemini. That thing's insane. But if I could plow like 2 power cores into this, I could get this online. And in the meantime, I could like have extra uses on this or something. Or I could put power here and do more damage. I feel like that often doesn't matter that much. Like, these 2 mechs are doing everything, and you're just like occasionally getting in chip shots. Okay, I could upgrade you to try to improve things, but why? Yeah, give me more of this shit. I love this stuff. 3 uses of this. That's your only weapon. And then maybe in the future it will, like, give you more bombs instead or something. I don't know. Okay, so this still looks hard. Don't kill too many enemies. That's also kind of hard. Don't take a bunch of grid damage. That seems fine. Okay, we have an airstrike as well. And they're boosted. Okay. Let's... I think I like being over here because being able to push these guys off of this building, like someone needs to protect this building, and that's something that the Pierce mech is better at doing than usual, whereas most of what it does is kind of junk. This seems fine. This seems fine. least they're not doing anything. So pushing you back onto this seems good. I don't have any actually good ways to do that, besides bringing you back over, I guess. And if I did that, what am I doing about you? I mean, I could shoot you with a missile. I'm a little more excited about dealing with this guy, though. That also kills you. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. In fact, you're doing a lot of damage. If I swapped someone else and put them here, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Oh, conveyor belts. Conveyor belts! Those happen before enemy actions. So you're actually going to be stopping this spawn. And you're going to be over here. So, no, I don't want to swap these two. But, like, I could swap you guys? Oh, I guess it's not... It's displaying to me where the units will be, but it's not moving their... It's displaying the health at the unit's current positions instead of their predicted positions, I guess. It's a weird way to do it, but it's not necessarily a bug. It's just confusing. Ah, I was about to make a mistake there. My thought was, why don't I bring the Pierce mech over here to push this guy down, where he'll take damage when this thing attacks. The problem is, this is attacking in this direction and would kill the Pierce mech. This thing, in fact, I mean, is doing nothing. I could totally ignore it if I can find something else useful for my mech to do. Come over here? Use the airstrike? I don't know what I would want to strike in the air, though. Like, right? I guess finishing this guy off is kind of pretty good use of this, since it turns out he's not attacking anything anyway. Maybe it's good to kill him. Oh, you can even attack buildings. Oh, it does this push. Oh. Okay, that's actually much better than I thought. So I can push this guy down here now and get 3 damage on him with that airstrike. So what do I want to do with my exchange mech in that case? Kind of nothing, right? Even if I wanted to, like, swap you two or something, that would be no good because... No, that would be okay. You would not be hitting this. Yeah, I guess. Get in a little extra damage. Yeah, that doesn't hit me. even when he gets pulled down here, which I was calculating. Wait, what? That's on a conveyor belt? How did I not see this? I guess it's okay, because we're going to push him off the conveyor belt, right? Seems like there's not actually that much use. I don't know. I should be over here in case this guy goes for this building. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh my god, I'm stupid. No. These conveyor belts are so complicated. I'll be here, which looks like I'm being attacked by this guy, but of course he'll be here, so he'll be missing me. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say he's been missing it. Ha ha ha. Okay, big old clump of enemies over there. You're attacking me? What? He's... Alright, I mean, feel free. Now, I could get to here and attack a Gemini in this area, but that would push you into the building, so I'd rather avoid it. What are you doing? Oh, you're a gastropod, not a crab. So you're attacking this space, I guess. I think? It's really hard to decipher all these arrows. But I think that's what's happening. So we kind of have to kill this. There's not much... else. Oh my god. Can you imagine? What if I swapped with this guy? Or brought this guy down here somehow. And then put a bomb right here. It's so bad that I can't... It's so sad that I can't swap with myself. Because if I could, I'd go here and then just boop, drop a little bomb, kill everything, right? It still seems like a very good bomb. I just have to figure out what to do with the alpha gastropod. I mean, I could do nothing. That's fine. Here's a thought. What if I just come... I was gonna say, what if I swap myself with this thing? Doesn't work. It would give the Pierce Mech a way to do 2 damage to this guy, killing it. But I can't swap with him for the same reason I can't swap with this thing. Oh, this guy, even if I didn't move, even if I cared if he was shooting here, he's not. He's getting pushed forward by the conveyor belt and attacking nothing. Okay. Well, swapping this guy with anything kills him, which seems okay. But remember, the more Vec that are on the field, the fewer spawn, right? They try to keep the total number of Vec roughly constant throughout the mission. And so damaging units is in some sense better than killing them. I mean, I guess I could just do both, right? Let's just kill this guy and damage the other one. It seems fine. Toss a bomb in there. Incredible value. And now you're free, you know, to do whatever you want. Block a spawn? Question mark? I don't know. Might be better to let it in. No, I think we'll block it. So I can probably keep blocking. Oh wait, this doesn't block it. You're gonna be moved by the conveyor belt. Don't be a dummy. Alright, well, there's no blocking the spawns. Then if you shoot at this, it damages the city, right? Yeah, that's not what we want. I could blow up the mountain, I guess. Could stand here and kill this guy. I don't know if I want him to be dead. I think I want him on the field still. Both because boosting enemies makes it easier for them to kill each other, and because having more Vec on the field means we get fewer spawns. I'm just gonna go here and chill out. Alright, that's not too bad, I think. Since only one of them's attacking a building, and I can stop him while blocking everything else, right? You can't get to one of these, so you should ideally be the one who kills this guy. And I guess killing this guy is about as good as stopping a spawn. In some senses, it's better. Oh, you know what? It gets this guy a bunch of XP, because we get to kill both of these. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Oh, you're the wrong person again? And then just end turn here, right? Don't need to repair or anything. You look good. Okay, I think we can handle this. Can we kill it? I think so. That would be bad. That would blow up a building. This looks better. I don't remember if I used the armor-piercing mech at all this mission. Maybe once? But these two are the clear stars of the show for sure. Or I don't know about these two. Whichever ones are the artillery one and the swapping one. Okay, what's the deal with the teleport facility? Acid vats. And if you destroy them, they like turn into an acid ocean, I think? Or maybe they spread acid on the ground near them? I don't remember for sure. I don't know. I mean, this... I don't think I should do the venting center. It's just a really hard mission, I think. Oh man, we get an acid thing though, right? A lot of acid. The problem is that there are just so many Vec. I don't know. Yeah, that's stupid. Like, it's just so risky. Because a perfect mission is worth like 2 reputation, right? So risking it for, like, going for this 3, it's just, like, not really a good idea. I'll take this. I'm going to try to at least get 2 stars out of this, but I don't have to super risk everything. So what does this do when it dies? Turns into a pool of acid. Okay. Another time pot, huh? Okay. Oh, you're gonna attack? Well, but if I let you do that, I have to let you attack the building, which I don't want to do, obviously. Can I swap with this thing? I can, okay. Well, if the armor-piercing mech attacks through here, as long as we get this guy out of the way, then you'll be in front of the alpha gastropod and just die. Okay, I can't walk through this stuff. Got it. Okay, this is just a normal starfish, but it's boosted. I could also just swap the starfish with the gastropod, and then the starfish would kill the leaper without me having to do anything, and I'd have the potential to... Oh, that's right. I used this guy to airstrike on turn 1 last mission. That's what I did with it. I don't think I ever used its piercing attack, though. The problem with that is then the gastropod would be standing here, and it would be attacking that building, which is bad. And also, we wouldn't be blowing up the acid vat. So, I don't like that. I could swap the starfish with the leaper, but then it would be attacking the building. Swap the starfish with my pierce mech. There's a thought. Right? Because then the leaper would do 4 damage, killing it. Okay. So that's a possibility. And I could use the piercing mech to shoot this guy, I guess. Before that... No, not before that happens. I can't do it after, because I'll be on the wrong side of things. Okay, so if I swap these two, then I could, for example, bring my piercing mech up here and shoot through the bombling mech to damage this guy. And then I guess use the bombling mech to finish this off with a bomb? We kill everything but the leaper and the scion? And make no progress on these things. It would be nice to get the alpha off the screen, though. Which is what that plan does accomplish. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful we can just finish off these at a later date, maybe. But the fact that he's helping with this right now, it feels so bad not to let him, you know? Trying to figure out where I could maybe swap this starfish to that would be useful still. I could just like back up, take this shot. It's not bad, except it... No, it doesn't damage the time pod. It tries to push the mountain onto the time pod, but fails. And then we can push... Yeah, you know, this is fine. And it lets me make progress on both acid vats, which is kind of cute. What? Oh, because he's in... Yeah, right. Oh. Well, it lets me finish one of the acid vats, in fact. I guess, what if I... If I, like, swapped this guy with something... I would kill him. But I don't think I want to do that. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I haven't made the push yet. I was like, how come you're still here? Okay, he will move, but I have to do this first. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and, like, get started on the acid vats. Since there's nothing important to swap right now. Oh, the vat got pushed, so it's over here. I didn't quite expect that, but makes sense, I guess. It's a really nice group of people to do 4 damage each to, I think, right? Like, look at that. Oops, this. Oh, so good. Okay, so maybe that's not what we want to do, but it sure looks like it for the moment. You, what do we do about you? Ah, easy. We start with this swap, giving you... Oh, the acid vat's going to be here, not there, huh? What if I did this? What would happen? The acid vat would be blown up, but not until after you failed to be pushed. Okay. So I actually don't have a good answer to this guy right now. If I let this guy live, that would be kind of funny, but I can't really do that, I don't think. Not that it's a bad plan. Well, I could do it, couldn't I? What if instead of coming down here and attacking up, I came this way and attacked, like... Ooh, that's bad. Don't do that. It's the building. Likewise, if I come here and attack him that way. I mean, I could leave this guy alive, I guess. If there was some compelling reason to do so. And my thought is like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we swapped these two? Then you would pull this guy here, right? And then I could like just take a breather to grab the time pod or something? Or maybe make this attack. Seems more important. No, because the whole point of this line Well, I could still do that. The point of this line, though, was to swap these two first. Which, actually, I can't do. Because I would have to kill this guy to get over there. And I can't kill this guy without killing this guy or doing something else equally bad, right? Well, something else much worse, presumably. Alright, so I guess we'll just go for this attack. And figure out how to squeeze out more value later. That's an insane ability. I don't know, killing the Scion seems okay? What exactly am I doing about you? I could just let you hit me, actually. If I kill the Scion, that's not so bad. Or I could swap, like, oh yeah, of course, that... No, but I can't reach! Alright, Oh, and if I do that, you would... I was thinking, oh, what if I made room by coming out here? Ah, you know what? Here is a perfect time for a little airstrike. How much move do you have? 4. So if you got pushed, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could still swap, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap these two. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, there's going to be a lot of X spawning in next turn, sadly, because I end up killing quite a lot of them. But it's a good problem to have, right? Having succeeded so well that the game throws more resources at you. Swapping this guy with the acid vat seems productive somehow. Pushing this guy, or... How many uses left on this? 2, right? Because you started with 3. How can I count how... Uses 1. Okay, so you've used 1 every turn. I thought there was maybe a turn we didn't, but I guess that was the last battle. You're attacking up that way. I mean, obviously I would like to block as many spawns as I can. I'm also like, what about this? Put the acid vat right behind this guy and then push him into it? That seems kind of gross. Oh! It kills my mech! Alright, I mean... maybe not the best plan I've ever had. Sure. I mean, this is good too. Isn't it? Not good enough, actually. He gets pulled in, but doesn't... It's not enough to kill him. Okay, well... Sure. Oh, my mech can just move. It hasn't taken a turn yet. Oh, that's great. Like here, for example, to stop a spawn. And then we can bomb this guy. Great. Yes, this is obviously the correct line. Alright, hopefully the three of us can deal with one Vec. Alright, I think we got him. Can we kill him? That's a bit harder. We'd have to get him... Nope, not hard at all, in fact. Okay, reset the turn, no problem. I don't know why I can't see how that thing works. There we go. Attack like that, please. Oh, why don't you go jump in the acid? We were scanning it. We were doing science on the acid. Great. Always happy to have reactor cores. I think we're giving that to the bombling mech again, right? Because I had this dream of making this send out 2 bombs, so we have 2 useful weapons instead of 1. But like now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, why do I want to do that? This weapon's nuts. Why would I want, like, I don't know. Having 2 bomblings is kind of cool, isn't it? But like, it never deals lethal damage. I don't know, man. I don't think I want to do it. We'll just put it in here and... Or I don't know, here? Heal ally is not nothing, but... I don't know. I don't even have any use for this shit. More damage, I guess? Sometimes you need 4 or 5 damage. Sure, why not? I always forget if it's... how many missions we have left. Is it... It's 2 more on this island, right? We've done 3. There's going to be 1 more, and then the final, right? So 1 more normal, and then the, like, corporate HQ. I think the venting center is just too risky and dangerous for no reason. I think it's going to be much easier to not take 4 mech damage because... I don't know. Actually, hang on. This might be a good time to put repair ally on, instead of adding damage to this thing. But, like, I never have 4 mech damage, right? Sometimes I do. I think I want the power to be here. I'm tempted to be like, just do the easy one, man. Kill 5 or fewer enemies. That's so hard. We're nothing but damage. Sort of. The heap. I think this is the best bet here. Just try not to take too much damage. I usually don't. But I'll be blocking fewer spawns, maybe. Yeah, let's make it a clean sweep. I agree. I love that they were tempted into these stupid attacks. Look at this. You're even hitting your friend without me having to do anything, you idiot. You walked into acid? And you're next to a mountain? So, like... Actually, this is a chance for the Pierce Mech to finally do something, right? Seems good, but let's just make sure that I have a plan for everything else. I don't know. Do nothing is a good enough plan, isn't it? Oh! They're gonna move from the conveyor belts. Okay. So you're not actually attacking your friend. Unless I could somehow manage to push each of them southwest, then they would. Pushing one is easy. The other is tricky. What about a swap? What swaps do I want to make? I don't know. Nothing seems to matter very much. Just like do damage to somebody. Alright, let's just make this attack now. I don't see any real reason I would need to not do that. Oh, you know what? Actually, hang on. I can't do math. I can't read. But I was thinking if I swapped someone... If I swapped this guy up to here, then he would be attacking his friend, who would die. So I want someone to be here. And I guess that can be the bombling mech, and you can just chuck a bomb somewhere and block a spawn or something? Okay. You're not even the pilot of that mech. What is wrong? Why are you talking up so much? Right? It was you who said that, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. So if we go here, and let's say here, we can swap these two. You'll be up there. Oh, but I'll be here and I'll die. Kind of annoying. Well, I mean, that's why we have all these missiles, right? Well, that would destroy the building that I want to not destroy, so that's bad. Alright, I mean, let's just go here. Whatever. This guy can live, I guess. Have I already moved this guy? No. Okay, good. I kind of want to damage him by swapping him with something, but I also want to block a spawn. No, I think I don't. I think I can let the spawn happen. So let's just damage these guys. And get him a little further away from all the action. Okay. Now, notably, he's going to be pushed by the conveyor belts anyway, so he's not hitting anything. You are, but I could do... Nope, wrong mech. There's this, which gets them both to not do any damage and almost kills this guy, and then I could swap him with something, for example. Oh, or he'll just die from this attack, I guess. So I could, like, swap these two or something. That would kill my Pierce mech, or hurt it anyway. Anyway, this attack seems fine. think a bomb here is about the best I can do. Then, I don't know. Could block this spawn. Nope. This guy will kill me before he gets killed. Okay, I could block this spawn. Seems okay. But not incredible. Could just do nothing. Save myself some mech damage. I don't know. I think I'll stop a spawn. I don't have any good swaps to make, really. I want this guy to stay here. This guy... Well, hang on. I guess I could swap this guy with one of my mechs and he would be gone, right? Yeah, that seems okay. That poor mountain. Just keep the number of Vec on the field manageable at all times. You don't have to totally wipe everything out, just manageable. Swapping these two seems pretty good. Right? Like, oh, you're not the swapper. You are. Alright, if I make this swap, there's just all kinds of havoc going on in the ranks of the Vec. I don't even know who's gonna die or whatever. So you're going to kill this guy before it can attack, actually. And then you're going to attack nothing. So I may as well kill you then. Except that it would also be nice to stop a spawn, right? So let's just do this. No one needs repairs, right? You're an enemy. You're not. I don't want you to repair. No useful shots to make. Oh, that's not quite true. I could shoot this guy, but I'd rather save this, right? 1 damage now is not nearly as good as having an airstrike next turn. Oh, I could have pushed him into the water, but then this guy wouldn't die, so I guess it's fine. So I can easily push this guy into the water if I want. Could I kill you too? I mean, yeah. You could do that. The swap mech, probably not. Alright. Easy enough. This guy took 1 mech damage. No big deal. Is there a max for this, by the way? I don't really understand this. Okay, you're allowed to get up to 25 more than the base of 15. So you can have up to 40. Okay, sure. Scion Abomination. Oh, this has like all Scion effects or something crazy like that? I don't remember this thing. Okay, yeah, so they just get the 3 base ones. They don't get the ones from the expansion or the Tyrant damage from the final mission. And it only has 5 health. That's not too bad. I guess it doesn't matter. I was trying to avoid a square where this thing could attack a mech and a building. And like if he went here, he could attack us both. But if I'm here, he has this space, which is similar. So I'm just gonna get as close to the action as I can. That building's in a bit of trouble. I mean, this seems like a great start, right? And then swap this guy with something or whatever so he dies. Yeah, swap him with that. I'd still have to push him away, I guess. Ah, but, well, no. If I swap him, he's gonna die. Okay, what are the effects this has? HP regeneration and explode on death. Okay, that's interesting. So if I swap this with anything, after doing 4 damage to it, it'll die and blow up. So if I like swap it here, it'll still blow up and hurt that building. I could first move one of my units and then swap with a unit, like put him here, for example. Or here, I guess. Yeah. That seems fine. I kind of hate that this doesn't even do any damage, but I'm not sure what else I was supposed to do. Okay. Now we have a boosted... I mean, I have access to, like, 5 damage, don't I? So if I can find an excuse to shoot at this guy... Yeah, I don't know if I can, but I'll try. So it would sure simplify some of this other stuff. Yeah, I could manage that. Because then I could just swap you, and it would even be killing this guy. Order after he attacks, so... I guess it wouldn't be, because I'd have to push you out of the way first, right? Ah, you know what? I could airstrike this tile. Getting myself pushed back without moving this guy out of the way. Or instead of moving him out of the way. The timing on that is awkward, though. Because I need to shoot this guy pretty early in the plan, right? That's fine. I could shoot him right now, no problem. Just get absolutely one-shot, you stupid leader. So I could do that. And then... when exactly do I swap these two? Whether I do it before or after dropping an airstrike here, the result is that the enemy is going to be here instead of here, and therefore won't kill the Leaper. I could move the piercing mech here and shoot... No, because he's already done his airstrike, right. Well, I guess I had better make the swap before I airstrike. Because that way I don't get... If I wait till after the airstrike, I have to move here to do it, and then I'll get killed by the Leaper. So, seems bad. Alright, so do this first. Now they're all a bit weaker, although probably not in any ways that matter a lot. Okay, well, I guess if... If using the airstrike doesn't actually lead to any more damage, I might as well just shoot him with this, right? It does like 1 damage. Amazing. It kind of sucks, right? So... let's just make this swap now. And rescue yourself, I guess. Yeah, you do have to. Because of turn order. I was not hoping for more artillery. Oh, you guys don't want to stand too close together like that. Although, you know, this building would be in trouble if I tried that, I guess. Well... So what do I actually have to deal with? You, and you are all attacking buildings, and you're killing a mech. So I kind of have to deal with all of that. You, like, whatever. 1 damage is fine. Swapping an enemy with my Pierce Mech right now seems good, because they just die. So this swap would solve a couple problems. Then all that would be left is these two. I could easily kill you with my Bombling Mech. And then I guess the Pierce Mech gets this guy out of the way? Seems alright. Oh, he's still webbed! How cool is that? Not that it matters, but... Is this my last use? It is. I think that's fine. Okay, you got leveled up. What did you get? Okay, I'm glad you're not doing anything. So you got skilled. I don't know what skilled does. So swapping these two was the first play that jumped out at me. It kills you and you miss. And then I can do like anything to you. Push you out of the way, basically. Or actually, maybe you do damage to you? Actually, you could be killed by a bomb. I don't know. Get this kill in before I move my Pierce Mech in. And then send him in to get rid of this. I guess an airstrike would also work, but this is fine. Alright, another perfect island. 1 move and +2 mech HP. That's right. They decided that the original... Wow. I mean, in the base game, +1 mech reactor was the best upgrade. Move and mech HP were tied for second best. Move was probably better. And then worst was grid defense. Those were the only 3. So they combined these two so they could give out more useful upgrades, I guess. I've seen that before, but I'd forgotten about it. This does not look good. After move, repair adjacent mechs. And she already has +2 mech HP. That seems fine. Overpowering the grid is whatever. I'm looking for an excuse to get new pilots. In particular, you exist only to be sold, so let's do it. And I don't know, making you the one with extra HP, that makes sense. You're the only one I tried to give HP to and then changed my mind. Well, you're also skilled. When did that happen? Oh my gosh. Did they both get upgraded that mission? Or, oh no, right. That's the one who's skilled. You just have this +2 mech HP. Wait, why are those both options? Why is it possible to get skilled and also to get health bonus? You're just like always disappointed when you get this one? Okay, whatever. So, spend reputation. Oh my gosh, there's so much for sale. Bombing run. Interesting. Probably not my thing. I mean... This might not be so bad. Interesting, but not really for me. I think we're just buying a bunch of this stuff. Selling Maria. I think we probably should buy the critical shields. It's pretty much free to equip. And it would give me extra longevity against the final battle, which I think we should do next. What is field research again? Oh, boosted on kill, yeah. Like, I'm thinking a little bit about which pilot am I going to bring with me to the next mission, to the next timeline. It's obviously either Rosie or Morgan. Morgan kind of wants to be sold, but now is not really a good time for it. I'm not yet ready with Rosie. So maybe I'm supposed to not do the final mission next. Go level up Rosie so I can sell Morgan, and then bring Rosie to the next timeline. Sure. Okay, well that means I'm not selling Morgan now. Get out of here, Maria. I mean, this is gonna do nothing for the next island. And probably nothing in the final battle. But it also might, like, win the game in the final battle? Question mark? And, like, what's the alternative? Buying some overpowered grid? No thanks, right? So even if I end up, like, not using this at all, I guess it's fine. So we have 3 reactor cores to spend. Extra damage here is not nothing, I guess. Healing an ally here, I think, is well worth it. I've really enjoyed all the damage on this thing. I don't know why I would ever power up the bomb dispenser. I know that's what this team is supposed to be built around, but I am not doing it. And 2 more here is some damage, I guess? Sure. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.